A disease-causing agent like a bacteria, virus, or parasite. Pathogen. A pathogen is a tiny living thing that can make you sick. Imagine when you're hosting a party and an uninvited guest sneaks in, disrupting the mood and causing chaos. Similarly, a pathogen is like that unwelcome intruder in your body, such as a bacteria, virus, or parasite that causes disruption and illness. Just as the uninvited guest can spoil the party for everyone, a pathogen invades our body's environment, creating problems and spreading its effects, much like how a single unruly guest can impact the entire gathering. The process of heating food to a high temperature to kill bacteria. Pasteurization is a method used to make food safe by briefly heating it to destroy harmful germs. Imagine you have a messy room filled with clutter, making it hard to find anything. Just as you would tidy up by sorting and organizing the mess to create a clean, functional space, pasteurization organizes food safety by heating it to remove harmful bacteria, ensuring it's safe to consume. In this analogy, the clutter represents the bacteria in food, and just like cleaning your room creates a healthier environment, heating the food eliminates the bacteria, making it safe to eat. A protein that destroys specific antigens, it is made by B cells. Antibody. Antibodies are proteins in your immune system that help protect your body by recognizing and neutralizing harmful invaders like viruses and bacteria. Imagine you're at a crowded party and you need to find your friend who wore a unique red hat. Just like how you need to identify and approach that specific friend among many people, an antibody is a protein that specifically identifies and targets a particular antigen among many different substances in the body. In this analogy, the red hat represents the unique antigen that the antibody, produced by B cells, recognizes and binds to, ensuring that only the intended target is neutralized or destroyed, much like how you navigate the crowd to connect with your friend. The body's resistance to disease. Immunity. Immunity is the body's defense mechanism that helps fight off harmful invaders like viruses and bacteria. Imagine dealing with a cluttered email inbox where spam and unwanted messages constantly flood in. Just as you set up filters to automatically sort and eliminate these unwanted emails, the body's immune system acts as a filter to identify and neutralize harmful pathogens like bacteria and viruses. The spam filters are like antibodies, discerning between what's harmful and what's safe, ensuring your inbox or body runs smoothly without the interference of unwanted invaders. Physical or mental discomfort, like panic before a test or a pain from carrying heavy books. Mental stress. Mental stress is the brain's response to challenging situations, activating the body's fight or flight mechanisms. Imagine trying to carry a heavy grocery bag for several blocks without putting it down. Just as your arms start to ache and your muscles feel strained from the weight, your mind can experience a similar discomfort when faced with stressors like a looming test or the pressure of carrying heavy books. In both scenarios, whether it's your muscles or your mind, the discomfort stems from being overwhelmed by a load that's challenging to manage. Just as setting down the grocery bag provides relief to your arms, finding ways to manage stressors, like preparing for a test or organizing your tasks, can alleviate mental strain. A natural or artificial substance that affects the body's functions. Drug. A drug is a chemical that changes the way your body works. Imagine trying to adjust the temperature of water in a shower where the hot and cold taps control the flow of water. Just as turning these taps changes the water temperature, a drug acts like these taps by altering the body's functions. In this analogy, the drug is like the tap. By modifying its flow, it affects the overall state of the shower, similar to how drugs influence the biological processes in the body. a physical or psychological dependence on a substance, like drugs. Addiction. Addiction is when the brain relies on a substance, making it hard for a person to stop using it despite negative effects. Imagine you're trying to break the habit of hitting the snooze button every morning. Much like this struggle, addiction is a cycle of dependence where breaking free feels nearly impossible, similar to how you might feel chained to the comfort of your bed. Just as the repeated push of the snooze button keeps you in a cycle of delayed waking, addiction traps the brain in a cycle of seeking the temporary comfort or high of a substance, making it difficult to escape its grasp. An addiction to drinking alcohol excessively. Alcoholism. In science, alcoholism is a chronic disease where a person is unable to control their drinking despite harmful consequences. Imagine you're trying to maintain a healthy diet, but you find yourself constantly reaching for sugary snacks despite knowing they aren't good for you. This struggle to resist the immediate pleasure of sweets, despite long-term health consequences, is similar to how alcoholism works. Just as the allure of sugar can override your intentions for a balanced diet, alcohol's addictive nature can compel individuals to drink excessively, even when aware of its detrimental effects, highlighting how both scenarios involve a cycle of desire overpowering rational decision-making. A disease that is spread by pathogens from an infected organism or the environment. Infectious disease. It is an illness caused by microbes like bacteria, viruses, or fungi that can spread to others. Imagine you're at a party and someone starts telling a hilarious joke that everyone begins to repeat to others. Just like how this joke spreads from person to person, infectious diseases are transmitted through pathogens from an infected organism or the environment. In this analogy, the joke represents the pathogen, the guests are the organisms, and the way the joke circulates mirrors the way diseases can spread through a community. A lymphocyte that identifies pathogens and attacks infected cells, it matures in the thymus. T cell. T cells are immune cells that help protect the body by identifying and destroying infected or cancerous cells. Imagine you're at a crowded party and you have the challenging task of identifying and removing party crashers who are causing trouble. This is similar to the role of T cells in your body, which are specialized in recognizing and eliminating cells infected by pathogens. Just like you might have a list of unwelcome guests and the ability to escort them out, T cells are equipped with the knowledge, gained from maturing in the thymus, to detect and destroy infected cells, ensuring the party, your body, runs smoothly and healthily. A foreign substance that causes a reaction from the body's immune system. Antigen. An antigen is a molecule that triggers the body's immune response. Imagine you're at a party, and suddenly, an unfamiliar person crashes the event and starts causing trouble. This scenario is similar to how an antigen functions in your body, as it acts like that unwanted guest who disrupts the harmony. Just as the party hosts would quickly recognize the intruder and work to restore peace, your immune system identifies the antigen as a foreign substance and mounts a response to protect your body from potential harm. The injection of a mild pathogen into a body to produce immunity. Vaccination. Vaccination is a way to teach your body how to fight diseases by introducing a safe version of the germ. Imagine you have a busy work week ahead, and you're feeling overwhelmed by the number of tasks piling up. Tackling a small, manageable task first can build your confidence and prepare you for bigger challenges. Similarly, a vaccination introduces a mild pathogen to your body, allowing your immune system to practice and prepare for more severe infections, just like completing a small task preps you for larger ones. In both cases, small, controlled exposure to tasks or pathogens strengthens your ability to handle greater challenges later on. A disease that is not spread from one person to another, like asthma and diabetes, is called a non infectious disease. Non infectious diseases are medical conditions that are not caused by infectious agents and cannot be passed from person to person. Imagine dealing with a cluttered closet that seems to overflow with clothes and items, making it hard to find what you need. Just like how a cluttered closet is a personal issue that doesn't affect your neighbor's closet, non infectious diseases like asthma and diabetes are conditions that affect an individual but aren't spread from person to person. In this analogy, the overflowing closet represents the internal imbalance or dysfunction in your body that leads to these diseases, while the fact that it doesn't affect your neighbor's closet illustrates how these diseases are not transmitted between individuals. A disorder where the immune system responds too strongly to a substance. Allergy. An allergy is when your body's defense system overreacts to something harmless, like pollen or certain foods. Imagine you have a smoke detector in your kitchen that goes off every time you make toast, even though there's no real fire. This is similar to an allergy, where your immune system reacts too strongly to a harmless substance, like pollen or peanuts, as if it were a serious threat. In this analogy, the smoke detector is your immune system, the toast is the harmless substance, like pollen, and the unnecessary alarm is the allergic reaction, both representing an overreaction to a non dangerous trigger. The cells and tissues of the body that fight invading organisms. Immune system. The immune system is the body's defense network that helps protect against germs and illnesses. Imagine your home as a fortress that you want to keep safe from burglars. The immune system is like the security measures you put in place, such as locks, alarms, and vigilant neighbors, all working together to keep intruders out. Just as these security measures identify and respond to any unauthorized entry in your home, the cells and tissues of your immune system recognize and fight off invading organisms to protect your body. A chemical that kills bacteria and other microorganisms or slows their growth. Antibiotic. It's a medicine that helps fight infections by killing bacteria or preventing them from multiplying. Imagine trying to keep weeds from overtaking your garden. Just as you might use a special spray to eliminate or control the growth of these unwanted plants, antibiotics work to kill bacteria and other microorganisms or slow their growth. The weeds represent harmful bacteria in the body. The garden is like your body, and the spray acts as the antibiotic, ensuring that the garden remains healthy and free from unwanted invaders. A substance made of weakened or dead pathogens, it gives the body immunity against disease. Vaccine. A vaccine teaches the immune system to recognize and fight specific diseases without causing the illness. Imagine you're preparing for a big exam by taking practice tests that mimic the real thing. Just like these practice tests help you get familiar with the exam format and questions, a vaccine introduces your immune system to a weakened or dead version of a pathogen, so it knows how to respond when faced with the actual disease. In this analogy, the practice tests are like the weakened or dead pathogens in the vaccine, training your immune system, like your brain for the exam, to recognize and effectively deal with the real threat, providing you with immunity against the disease.